What's going on, world? What's going on, man? It's, it's the craziest day in probably history, man. What's up? This is some innocuous craziness. In case you haven't heard, Diddy Bail got denied for the third time. Yeah, I'm a little upset. This New York, man, I swear, New York is just the worst place to live. Because the government is so corrupt. I wouldn't even dream of staying in New York. I don't even know how you hold a business in New York. Diddy should have been out, and he should have been in this island, in Star Island, having a fair trial, awaiting a fair trial. Mm-mm-mm. Well, let's talk about it. Sean Diddy Combs was once again denied. He will remain in jail after his latest attempt for release and racketeering and all of this. His decision followed a 2-hour court hearing on Friday where he was to appear to explore potential options and question prosecutors, alleging that he continued to obstruct the rules during the ongoing investigation. The court found out that the government has shown by clear and convincing evidence that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of the community. Oh my God. The words they're using, man, I would be so irate. So the judge wrote a 5-page order. Said federal prosecutors argued that Combs could not be trusted on bail because he flouted the rules of the jail and the judge. He posed a danger to women and was tampering with witnesses. Even while in federal custody, the MPC, the prosecutors alleged that Diddy tried to evade the law enforcement monitoring by using several techniques, including three-way calling, to contact witnesses. They also accused him of violating the judge's own order limiting communications and ignored his lawyer's guidance, in part by orchestrating a social media campaign around his birthday to try to influence the potential jury pool. How in the world could you say that Diddy It's influencing. Oh my God. He's influencing the jury pool when you guys are leaking information from the trial saying, I don't know how it got there, to the internet so that the internet can use it to get views and get pushed and promoted on YouTube. Anybody say anything defending Diddy or saying, hey, this ain't right? Their videos can't move. You don't find that as strange that law and law and crime, they get the Diddy news and they go out in 3 hours just sitting there talking about each other and they know nothing about the case? But they have arguing points and they did everything to make Diddy look like a criminal. They did like 3 documentaries on him already when they don't even know what's going on. The downfall of Diddy. The judge pointed to evidence that Diddy was not following the rules, including the continued use of messaging service in his decision, underscoring the court's concern despite defense counsel. So on November the 22nd, 2024, with Diddy in attendance, the Combs Diddy stopped using Contact Me ASAP as of November 16th of 2024. The government indicate that Combs has continued to use the service as recent as Sunday, November 24th, 2024. His attorneys have relentlessly pursued his release from federal custody, arguing that private security would provide more restrictions on Combs than federal jail. They said Diddy needed to be free to prepare for his defense against criminal charges and roughly 30 civil lawsuits alleging SA. His lawyers identified a 3-bedroom apartment on the east side of Manhattan, where they argued he'll be surrounded by security 24/7 to monitor visits and phone calls under their proposed bail package. Diddy would also post a $50 million bond. During Friday's hearing, the judge scoffed at the suggestion that Combs would stay at his home in Miami, saying that's not going to work. Well, the hip hop mogul was arrested and charged with all these charges on May 5th. Well, not on March 5th, but when he was charged, his trial won't be starting to May the 5th. And should last about 4 to 5 weeks. He was previously denied bail by 2 other judges who found that there was no conditions that would assure them that he wouldn't try to obstruct the investigation or be a threat to the community. Diddy initially appealed one of those rulings and then asked the court to put that on hold while they tried again with this new judge, Judge Subramanian, who was transferred to this case. Now, Diddy will have a chance to redo his bail package. A lot of people feel that Sean Diddy Combs is one that's living in a situation he can't get out of. that he's stuck. He's living in a mental prison that he can't escape from. But it's a little more than that. Especially what's going on here. After this, we're going to get real. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world. And I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid in someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Now, these sorry sacks of shit. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not on Patreon. But these sorry sack of people, right? They went ahead and decided that they were going to bend the rules. They decided in their infinite wisdom that it was going to be ideal for them to bend the rules for Diddy. They let Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, go home when he's facing all kind of counts that's worse than Diddy. Diddy is a threat to do what? Now, I agree, Diddy should have never, ever, ever tried to contact somebody third party while being locked up. He should have never even attempted to contact anybody. The government, he thought they can't trace the call, which basically they technically can't, but it's the federal government. You're behind bars. Toe the line. Let your lawyers do all that. You don't do anything. So I don't want y'all to think that I ain't holding Diddy partially responsible for anything and helping jeopardize his release. He did. But he should have been released the very first time he went before the judge. Is innocent to proven guilty. He don't have his plane, so he's no flight risk. He's got his ankle bracelet that you can put on him. He's going to be in the house. Let him prepare for trial. What of y'all are stopping Mr. Jeffries from leaving? Y'all negotiated a bail package before he was even arrested. Y'all negotiated that. And everything was okay. So to say Diddy 2-time the justice system, as he proposed all of this package, the government was playing dirty from the beginning. How is he influencing the jury pool when all y'all been doing is using social media and the internet? How can he get a fair trial in New York? Ain't nobody in New York City who hadn't heard about this case. And why the hell is it in New York? You're trying to allege that Diddy and Cassie, they were fighting because it was a freak off she was trying to escape from, and he was trying to take her back to a freak off. That there, the whole basis and thesis for their case should have had that evidence thrown out because it's a lie. Just like all the other lies they let get put into a lawsuit and presented. Mm-mm. It's not enough. Mm-hmm. As long as you seeing it happen. What I'm saying is just make it make sense to me. That's all. That's all I'm asking. Make it make sense. No, I'm not pleased. I'm very much enraged and furiously angry about the scenarios. Mm-hmm. Well, let's look at it from the way I see it. Well, here's the thing. These people weren't witnesses. He's trying to, it's not like he got a list of all the people that are witnesses. He's calling people to say, hey, go talk to my lawyer. Go see him. He's trying to reach you. That's my lawyer. Reach out to him. He's doing that, but he doesn't need to do that. That's your lawyer's job. Let your lawyers fight your battle. Do I think they would have released him? I think they would have found any excuse to not let him go. Even though they didn't have any grounds to hold him there, they would still try to say, Your Honor, he's a threat. So the main thing that they were contentiously holding on to was that this place isn't safe. There's no security in the world that will stop this man. We got to keep people safe. Keep them safe. Like Diddy's just walking down the street grabbing people. Nah, I got it. Take that. Freak out. It don't work that way. Everybody claimed they made some type of mistake somewhere down the line. Everyone says that, man, they should have went left when they meant right. Uh,
And they don't fit in. The industry ain't with.
I don't know. No. a lot of people were attacking the situation at hand. A lot of people thought, for the reason that a lot of people didn't really know, is that why Diddy was paying for private security to monitor him and control some of his communications while on house arrest. You know, they had a celebrity bail bondsman named Ira Judelson who was spotted at the courthouse attending the hearing. Um, the judge ordered on Monday that federal prosecutors to delete images of Diddy's handwritten notes taken during the search of the jail cell, which his lawyers said was protected by attorney-client privilege and cannot be used in the bond hearing that the judge asked. Hello? Hey, what's up? No, I was just in the middle of a live stream. What's going on? Oh, I hit you back. All right, cool. Yeah, we play each other this week in fantasy football. So right now, the judge had ordered and seized all this property. And when they got the property that they seized, they said that previously they could not be used at the bond hearing. So why was it taken in the first place? He should have gotten bail just for that. Those handwritten notes that was taken out of his cell, why was it even delivered to the prosecution? If this was a regular scheduled raid of a cell, why are you raiding his cell and then taking it and supplying that information, breaking a chain of custody that's saying an independent party is supposed to be doing that, especially when they have a court date coming up? And if this is a random sweep of jail cells, why are you taking personal notes and giving it to the prosecution? That there is a violation. That's a violation that should allow Diddy to have bail. But this is New York. This is New York, and you can't trust it. Diddy should be at home. Well, everything that was referenced there shouldn't even have been put into contention. That's what pisses me off. And I would say, Judge, on Monday, you said they need to delete the messages. Why am I still in jail? Why am I still locked up? Make it make sense to me. Mm. Well, When you see most people now, they don't have or possess those, what you would call derivatives that would move the needle. You know, they don't have that. Well, you got former staff members describing that the defendant was threatening to kill them, throwing objects at them, and being struck and punched and shoved by the defendant, and seeing him do the same to others. This significant history of violence must be taken into account when viewing the defendant's obstructive activity. Taken together, there can be no doubt that the government has proven the defendant's dangerousness by clear and convincing evidence. How the government is proving something when you haven't even went to trial. You haven't went to trial, so the government ain't proved a goddamn thing. It's innocent to proven guilty. So you ain't proved a goddamn thing. You saying you got former disgruntled employees, a stupid guy named Freddie P goes on the internet on Outer Dialogue talking about I'm a disgruntled employee. He actually says that out of his mouth. So anything he says is compromised because he's disgruntled. So how you can't even use anything he's saying in a court of law. All these people who are former staff members who are fired probably for not doing their goddamn jobs. Let's not look at the credibility of these people. We're going to put people on the stand who are titled sex workers like it is legal. I mean, do you have a W-2 for what you do? How do you get paid? Under the table. So Uncle Sam ain't getting none of this money. So it's not a legal business. So you're getting paid illegally. Yeah, by May 5th, the U.S. attorney overseeing the case could be replaced by Donald Trump. His former Securities and Exchange Commission chairman, Jay Clayton. Tony Busby, a man who has done nothing but extort and use all kind of information. He has done literally so many different crimes in Texas alone. And you can use this lawyer as the bearer of truth. Well, it's what people view as entertainment. But this is Diddy's life. Mm. Yeah, I'm a little pissed off about everything that's been transpiring now. I can't even lie. It's really gotten under my skin because this is what I call just insult to justice. This isn't justice at all. This is saying we're gonna punish you because we can, no matter what the evidence is. We're gonna influence people on YouTube and social media to go out and make memes and make fun of the situation, even though they are so-called alleged victims that they're trying to protect. This is how you protect them. So how can he get a fair trial in New York when everybody's heard about the case, don't know anything really about it? They've heard a lot of false information about the case, and nobody's looking at it with a pair of honest eyes. How you gonna vet those people to make a jury pool? And people on the internet, y'all got to stop being so stupid. Just because someone makes an accusation doesn't mean it's true. This person got a picture with Diddy. I got a picture with Rosario Dawson. I can't sit there and say, hey, man, Rosario Dawson, man, she don't shave. She got armpit hairs. She got a doggone bush this big. I wouldn't know. And that's not true. She doesn't. But I wouldn't know. I do know, but I'm just saying for the story, I wouldn't know. So I wouldn't make an internet putting it out to the world. They don't want this man to have a fair trial. What they want to do is win the case that way and get him to settle on something so that the government can have a high profile case where everybody is seen on television. They got all the news media, and all it is, and all they're doing is basically a public lynching of another black man. Now, here's the problem I see with the whole scenario, right? Future cases are going to look just like this. What people don't understand that they should, Diddy is the type of person that yes, he's a celebrity. He's been rich for what, about 20 some odd years plus. He's been used to getting his way, doing what he want to do. Now, here's another thing. There's other anomalies that people just don't get or get a chance to see. When you have scenarios that don't usually align with what you may suspect is fairness for anybody, take Diddy out of the equation. Say this is another black man. What do you think would happen in this situation? What do you think should happen in this situation? It's not right. Nothing that's happening here has been right. It's been a lot of wrong. Well, no. Mm. Yeah, it's a bad situation out there. I don't think Diddy will be found guilty. I think he'll take a plea to a lesser charge or some other crap they got, and then he'll be out. Yeah. Well, you got to understand, people are following a narrative that they've already put out in the streets. So it is what it is. I'm so upset by this decision. I don't even want to talk about it no more. I'm so pissed off. Diddy should be at home. R. Kelly should be free, and I'm out.